So I've been working lately on a class for our homeschool co-op, literature through movies. And I've got a curriculum, and some of the movies listed there I've never actually even heard of. So I spent a lot of time last night looking up what these movies are about, what type of movies, and trying to figure out which movie's good. So if you guys have a movie that was based on a book or that is a good illustration of literature, let me know. I could use that help getting together. I need 5 movies for this spring semester. Anyway, so today we're going to chat about reverse tithing. What exactly it is, if it's possible, where did it come from, what does it mean? So, and just so you know, reverse tithing is not where the church pays you, because I've had that question. I'm like, no. So, reverse tithing. So, by definition, a tithe is 10%. So, if you attend a church, generally speaking, a 10% of your income will go to the church. That is your tithe, right? Because you have tithes and offerings are anything above that 10%. Now, we dive into this a lot more in my course, Faith-Based Financial Freedom, about what happens when you can't tithe or, tithe more, like that whole journey. We dive really deeply in that course. But what I'm going to say today is reverse tithing is where instead of giving 10%, my glasses are giving me a glare, instead of giving 10%, and living on 90%, you give 90% and live on 10% of your income. Now, that may seem, oh my gosh, that's not possible. Well, Pastor Rick Warren does exactly that. In fact, he may have popularized the concept a little bit. But here's the thing, when we rely on God, many things can happen, right? So when we talk about, becoming financial free, when we talk about, honoring God with our money, it may or may not mean reverse tithing for you, and that's okay. But what it means is that we want to be able to do more, give more, and serve more, right? You guys have heard me say this multiple times. That's my passion, for to help you step into the life God created you to live, so that we can do more, give more, and serve more, because God put us here for a reason. We all have a purpose and he has a plan for each one of us, right? So we want to make sure that we manage our finances in a way that we can do these things when we feel led to do them. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean giving 90% of your income to your church. No, that could mean you tithe 10% to your church, and it means that you use the rest of that 90% and give to charities, start a nonprofit, um, donate to whatever missions or ministry that you feel led to give. So the idea of reverse tithing is just that you're living on 10% versus giving 10%. All right. So my question to you today is, if money were no option, if you were in a position that you could live on 10% of your income because you had no debt, you didn't have a mortgage payment, your income had grown, right? These are all things that we work through in the faith-based financial freedom. We get rid of debt, we get rid of limiting beliefs, money fights, we get rid of all of that stuff. And then we manage our income in a way. Yes, we do that awful dreaded B word. We budget, and then we track our finances, and then we accelerate our trip, and then we amplify that whole life so that we can get to the point where we can do more, give more, and serve more. Right. So my question to you is, if you were in that place, if you woke up this morning and your bank account had exploded, you had streams of income coming in from investments, from a side gig, you had a raise at work, whatever the case may be for you, and there was no debt, not even a mortgage payment. You had more money than you knew what you normally did with, right? What would you do? Is there something that you would go purchase? Something that's been on your heart for a long time? Because I'm not here to say that purchasing things are bad. That's not what I do, right? Is there a trip that you wanted to go do with your family, maybe? Someplace you wanted to go see, something you wanted to experience? Is there a ministry that you feel led to support? Is there a ministry you feel led to start? Okay. Is there someone you want to help? Is there someone out there you want to bless that has been on your heart and your mind? Right? So that's the position of mobilization. The sixth module in faith-based financial freedom is all about mobilization. What would you do when you're in that place that you can do more, give more, and serve more? Where do you feel when you close your eyes? and you push out all the limiting beliefs, all the voices that say, that's not realistic, that'll never happen, all the voices that say you can't do it, right? When all that dust settles and you're in that place, what would you do? All right, guys, let's see. Pam says, yes, your name's showing up today. Pam says, home upgrades and give more. Yep, Pam, I got you. You don't have to put your name in there anymore. You must have done that link. Great. Restream got you. Yes. So Pam, where would you give? Would you give more to your church? Is there a ministry or a mission? What does that look like for you? So that is my heart. And when I talk about stepping into life God created you to live, I'm coming from a position of you're connected with Him. You're taking care of your greatest resource, which is your body, right? He only gives us one on this earth. And that we're managing our finances in a way that we can do the things that He lays on our heart. All too many times we're sitting in that place of, oh my gosh, I wish I could do more. So we give what we can and we say someday. But all too often that someday will never come if we don't get this right? If we're not taking the steps to get out of debt, to honor God with our money, to increase our earnings, to do all these steps and leading up to that mobilization moment. That mobilization moment is the reason that we're doing all these things. And we don't wait to the very end to give. We start giving at the very beginning because scripture warns us about the temptations of money and wealth. So we start giving early and then we track it because we watch it grow. And that's where we kind of dive in and we celebrate as that giving grows, right? All right, guys, if you're not in my free group, I invite you to pop in. It's Healthy, Wealthy, and Wise, a faith-based journey to do more, give more, and serve more. And just join us on this journey to taking care of our bodies, to learning what scripture has to say, and to managing our finances so that we honor God, so that someday we can have our own mobilization moment and do more, give more, and serve more. All right, let's see what we got here. I have a desire to donate an entire well through Life Outreach. That is flipping amazing. And if you commit to that and we take the steps to do that, that is your mobilization moment. That is your light at the end of the tunnel. And it's doable. Pam, I know you can do it. I have a friend that she started, when she started her journey, they did one of those sponsoring a child. I forget what country, I think it's Ecuador. So she sponsors a child in Ecuador. You pay the monthly $25, $30 or whatever and sponsors child. Started writing letters and connecting. And then as she got out of debt, as she increased her income, as she moved towards her full-on mobilization moment where she is now, she is supporting the entire orphanage, not just that one child. She's supporting that entire orphanage. And now she's got goals to build a school for that orphanage. It's possible. Don't let anyone tell you it's not, because our God is a great God. And if He chooses to use you because you have laid down His feet, your finances, your health, and you've done the things to take care of it, it's done. All right, guys, pop on in and see me at Healthy, Wealthy, and Wise, a faith-based journey to do more, give more, and serve more. And I will see you guys tomorrow.